Yeah, I would say, we've gotten a lot of calls this year, simply because, if we reflect back on last year, the high in the market came in February. And so from a seasonal perspective, everyone was thinking, hey, we're going to continue to march this higher into June, July, our typical seasonal rally. And then we peaked somewhere after Valentine's Day, the love was gone. So people just sat there holding their corn and their beans, new crop and old crop, all the way down. And, so there was a lot of frustration. And, I'll be the first to admit that, we aren't going to peg the high of the market. That's not what we're advertising to do. And that's simply not why we're here. If anyone tells you that that's their aim, then don't walk away or run away, because no one knows. And so I would say just having that partner to bounce things off of is incredibly powerful. As we make our own grain marketing decisions in here, it's really, really stressful. Essentially, you've got one crop to market a year to create your paycheck, and it adds a level of stress to it. And so Adam and I still bounce our own grain marketing decisions off of each other, since we can't hire grain basis to do our work. But even though I help a bunch of people out with the advisory service, I still think it's important to have that sounding board, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, it seems like uh, the more that you can have back and forth conversations and kind of get a level headed for making these decisions, the better off that uh, you'll be. And I keep hearing a lot of people kind of getting lost in a lot of numbers, and that fear always usually wins in some of these decision makings.
Hmm.
But yeah, it sounds like Grain Basics and then Logic Ag and the team there is able to help quite a bit of kind of seeing through that fear and providing you know a good sounding board to make decisions.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, one thing I'll add is, I like this term, is information constipation. So, as it relates to the grain markets, I could bury you in information. Do you want to look at historical charts and compare them to today? Do you want to, look at the technical indicators of today's market? Do you want to read commentary from, 12 different brokerage firms and three FCMs? It's all out there. Some of it you're going to pay for, some of it's available. We try to take that information and condense it down to give to someone on a quick hit. One other thing I'll mention is, if you go out to our website, logicag.com, there's a sign up for daily commentary. We send out a very condensed version. Typically it's 1 to 3 paragraphs every morning, a grain commentary. Just, hey, here's the three quick things that are going on in the market. And I think that's helped a lot of people from trying to just absorb everything, because if you read everything that's out there, you're going to have 20 different reasons why this market is going to the moon. And if you read everything that's out there, you're going to have 20 different reasons on why this market is going into the depths of hell. And so then you just sit there because you don't know what to do. And so I think it's important to have someone disseminate some of those, and just give you the facts. And so that's where we are.